that, okay, we have done our best, we have taken classes, we have developed the knowledge, but they are not serious, they are not up to the mark. These all are, at best, we have already informed to the parent, even then they have not realized. These are all the escape routes, not responsible way of thinking. These are all the escape routes. What is it, just now Sharda was telling, we are informing the parents. What is a parent can do, an agriculturist? The parent doesn't know what is the branch, doesn't know the opportunities, doesn't know how much they have to study, how much they have to work. What is the direction they can give? They cannot give any direction. The whole we have to take the total responsibility of it. So this is the status, scenario, and my feeling, very sad feeling. Now what to do? Okay, problem we can describe, what to do now. Of course, I have already make a note and given it to the HOD also. The first thing is, you have to, so know the exact status of the students. In every year, every batch, 3 batches, what is the number of students in the distinction level, more than 90% kind of thing, 70, 80, and especially number of students with backlogs. That is the worrying point. That everybody should know. And these backlog students should be addressed in 2-3 ways. If it is in large numbers, they should be divided subject-wise also, I think you can do. If there are large numbers means more than 10-15 people, you have to conduct some extra classes and do something for them to pass immediately after the semester exam. Anyway, supplementary would be there. That is one way. If there are small in number, suppose final year students, there are only 16, 17. 16, 17 must have 16 subjects, not one subject. So for that kind of people, we have to choose some M.Tech student or final year student who is responsible for that, who is doing good, and make them as mentors, but that also must be supervised by somebody. Whether it is happening or not, whether they are contacting one another or not, whether there is something is happening and all that. So yes, if only for every subject 2-3 people are there, 2-3 people, it's not possible for you to have the class. Only guidance is possible, but it is possible when the student mentors are made. It was, the experiment was greatly successful. About a long time back, we used it to conduct summer classes, summer semester, for those who got backlogs. So, okay, they used to take classes, conduct the test and all that. Normally, when the teachers have taken, the result was around 60-65%. For one batch, I appointed only M.Tech students for their mentors, for the teachers, and the result was 100%. Because they are close to one another, they can guide any time, no restriction, no time problem. So all these things were happened. The result, except in few subjects, the result was 100%. That doesn't mean that you have to escape. allotting somebody for that. You have to supervise that whether something is happening or not, and it should be divided into 3-4 modules. For final year, 1 or 2 people, third year, another 3-4 people, and second year, another 3-4 people, and take up the responsibility of each, divide into batches, and each batch, whether you are doing or some mentorship is arranged, and after the arrangement of mentorship, whether you are supervising or not. Ultimately, the outcome should be there. This is the first thing. Academically, they should be strong. The second thing is, the second aspect is, so you have to check all the students. I don't know whether you are maintaining that counseling this thing or not. Check all the students who are undergoing these optional subjects or not. If they are not going with the optional subjects, that too relevant optional subjects, you have to direct them properly to take up the relevant optional subjects. This is the second thing. This also needs around 7-8 people to monitor this kind. And third aspect is, making them familiar with the IT skills and AML skills. We have to organize special classes for both. Final year anyway, you can't do it now. I don't know, some training is going on, let it go. But for second year and third year, we have to organize special training sessions only for that purpose with the help of our computer science department and also outsiders. This responsibility also should be taken by 3-4 faculty. All these things should be divided into modules. Understand that. So these are the, and the last thing is, I was informed just now, there are 6-7 students who are suffering from attitude problems in the second year, and 10 people in the third year. We have to correct them and put them in a, you can't expect a parent to correct it. They are innocent, they are illiterate, they do not know what is happening. We have to correct them and show the guidance. So they do not know their family status also. Just now Sarda was sharing with me, when she asked one boy, what is the land you got it? He said it is 30 acres. It's a reasonable thing. But if she asked the same boy second day, he says only 4 acres. Because 30 acres were long back when it is not divided among their parents. He doesn't know that. That is the scenario. He doesn't know what is the revenue, how much they are getting, what is their responsibility, what happens if they don't get the job, they don't get settled. They don't know that. We have to create that responsibility. That's a pity, no? They do not, most of them, you check it today, tomorrow, most of them do not know what is their revenue. At least 70-80% of them. Just like that somebody paid the fees, just like that somebody has given an Apple phone, just like that they are coming. Sitting in the same benches. So This is that attitude problems, maybe small number, 10, 15, must be corrected. Only calling them every day and talking to them. And making them realize their status and all that. And the other thing for bright students also, you have to assign. Just now, some students, 5 students have come from computer science department. All of them have cleared gate ranks with good ranks. More than, around 500, something like that. So we have to direct them towards that kind of thing, NPTEL courses or Coursera or Gate, something like that. So these are the things expected from you and make it corrected. Next 4 months, 2 months before the semester, another 2 months also you have to take. To carry out all these things, what is your mindset? That is the most important. If your mindset is very leisurely, very different, I think you can't do all these things. Especially I'm telling the people who came from outside. See, I heard, very sad note, that when HOD has conducted a meeting, it is extended for 40-50 minutes, there is a comment. This is just nonsense. This is simply a nonsense. No premier institution works up to 4 o'clock. People work beyond that only. So when I ask the questions, when you guide the scholars, you need some more time. When you assess your projects, you need some more time. When you are doing your own work of research, going at 4 o'clock, it is the school teacher's attitude. If somebody feels like that, I am telling you very much in advance, this is not the right place for you. Yes, 8 hours work is the working time for the manual labor, not for you. For the professors, for the intellectuals, for the doctors, for the police people, it is not that 8 hours nonsense. Yes, it is thinking of that is a nonsense from my perception. Somebody came from Mumbai as the pro-vice chancellor, she was the pro-vice chancellor for the pharmacy, this thing. Some assignment. She was from Mumbai. She was telling, my travel time is 2 hours plus 2 hours. Even then I stay up to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Because up to 3 o'clock I have to do the academic work. After that only I will find some time. She is a woman in Mumbai. She is not getting more salary than you. If somebody is thinking of that nonsense kind of thing, 8 hours work is a nonsense kind of thing for me. I don't object them, but this is the right time to choose, apply for any other university, any other place where you will be comfortable. If you do it on your own, I don't have a problem. If you help yourself better, if you help the students, if you help the scholars, if you do it on your own, I have no. Otherwise, we have to make a policy for everybody to stay back up to 6 o'clock. And defining very well up to 4 o'clock, do the academic work. After that, you do the guidance work. If you are forcing me like that, yeah, we do the similar kind of. If you are doing it on your own in a responsible way, that is a wonderful thing. So whatever I told you, these are the things to carry. So all this requires your time. All this requires is your attitude. All this requires it is the compassion. I think you know the word, what is compassion? Compassion means you have to own the problem of somebody. You have to own the problem of a right, own the problem of a poor man. If you are doing like this, it's a wonderful thing. Otherwise, if you want to have some regulation, we do not mind. If you force me to do that, I will do that. Everything is in your hands. Otherwise, where do you get time to guide the scholars? Where do you get the time to motivate the backlog students? Where do you get the time for the really evaluate the project? You don't get the time. For all these things, you have to enjoy with the work, enjoy the development of the students. Otherwise, that should be there in the mind. So yeah, I agree somebody's comment, my child is suffering. Fine, if you go late. But here, at the cost of 20 students over here, your child is suffering. It's an open offer. If you don't, take up the responsibility, there are many universities are coming up in this region only, without any shift. Another thing is, you can they require lots of people. You can as well apply and put the conditions for them. I will work only up to 4 o'clock, otherwise my wife won't keep quiet, or my child is suffering, or I work only for teaching. I don't bother about the rest of the things, whether the student is developing or not. If you feel like that, yes, you have options. You have options. I am telling you repeatedly why you have options. Because the management doesn't know what is their total responsibility. Most of the managements. They feel if the teaching learning process is going on, everything is going on. It is only the part of our duty. No management asks you how many papers you have published. No management asks you how many placements happened. Yeah, there are managements. You can choose that kind of thing for your facility. I am telling you 3 months in advance. But as long as you are here, you should feel responsible. You should be compassionate with the students, considering the students and their backgrounds. And no student should feel, even a student who didn't get the job also should feel that we have done our best. He doesn't get the job, fine. He has spent 4-5 lakhs, fine. But even then you should feel that they have done their job. But I am not able to cope up. That is the feeling with which we have to send them. So other things, okay, I heard from HOD. So other things, when you are trying to avoid the cell phones, especially in the classroom, of course you cannot avoid outside, especially in the classroom, that's fine. That is the other thing, PM Rao is very much here, and you inform the Vice Chancellor also. Other thing they are proposing is, if the scaling is avoided as much as possible. I told the same thing last time also. Avoided as much as possible, then they will feel comfortable and be thorough with the fundamentals. So you can take the liberty at the department level and do. But I am telling you repeatedly, you inform the students the same thing. Make it should not be a sudden thing. So inform the students thoroughly that if there won't be any scaling, if you write something meaningfully only, we'll make you pass. Inform it repeatedly, not one time, 5-10 times you tell them. But otherwise they are habituated to something. Now you are shifting means you have to do a lot of exercise for that. Exercise means a lot of awareness you have to create. That's a good move. I'm telling the same thing right from the beginning, but now after going wrong, now we have realized what has gone wrong. I was skeptical, doubtful about the process, but okay, it went on for 2-3 years, but we have seen their leisureliness. You are suffering from their irresponsible way. You are suffering from their next phase is they don't respect you, because anyway you are going to pass them. They don't respect your teaching. They are not attentive in the classroom. They are not, even if you ask them to study, they feel, why should I bother? Even if I write one question answer, they will pass. That is the worst thing you are going to come across. Losing the respect towards the teacher, towards the teaching learning process is the worst thing for any faculty member, for any teacher or for any department. That you are on the edge. You are on the edge almost. Take your own this thing, sitting all together, take your own thing, inform the same to all the students, how seriously you are going to do it, and make them thorough with the fundamentals. And the other thing in the evaluation process, as I told you last time, of course all of you are not there. In the for T3, T4, this thing, when you are evaluating their presentations, the real situation is you are giving the assignment for 3-4 students of a batch. What is happening is one boy who is intelligent is doing it. The other boy, the other 3 students are claiming that. What you are doing is, first boy maybe 10 marks, 10 out of 10. The other 3 boys also getting 9 on 10. Actually, the other 3 boys are not doing anything, not contributing anything, but that's the reality. So when you are assessing that, ask the student, the other students also, what is the basic thing, what is the concept, what is the title of the project or an assignment, and what is the equation applied to that, what is the conclusion. They have done all these things. Then you will know very well whether they are really involved or not. Basic things. Don't leave it just like that. And in the process, tell them some presentation skills. This title should be like your thesis kind of thing. Title should be like this, and subheadings should be like this, and the equations need to be highlighting, and the conclusion need to be highlighting. The process steps here, and normally they used to write certain conclusions. So you have to write the process, all these things, whatever you are doing it for the research practice, you tell them. Don't just like that, seeing their conclusion, giving 10 marks, 10 and 10, and for other students also 9 and 10. See, here the concept is good. I'm not, but the way it is implemented is miserable failure. That the people have not taken the care. The way of assessment by concept, by philosophy, it is good. But the way it is implemented is taken a bad shape. So I think I have given many things, or can you brief it again? So these are the things expected. Basically, try to feel responsible way, and we are having students of very weak economic backgrounds. I am again repeating, and that's my feeling as such. Am I doing a sin? So if somebody trusted you, way to give everything. So these are the things. Try to have discussions. Status, let everybody knows it by in a paper. This is the status of our department. So then ask them who are going to take up which module and what is the expected outcome of that. Okay. It should be done in the next 4 months. Okay. Anybody? Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.